on the coming soon thing.
So we've been on camera?
Yeah, we have.
Hi!
Hello.
I'm glad we're on camera.
I'm super smart.
I'm just like wandering around, bugging you about some shit, not paying any attention. Dane's like, everybody can know everything, and you don't get to see my opening screen.
Oh, here, I can show you.
Well, I think they saw the opening screen a lot last week.
That's true.
Like a lot.
So yeah, you guys have just been sitting there in silence because I haven't had the microphone on. It's just been us
Just wandering
back and forth.
going.
It's been a day.
How's everybody else doing?
Also, thank you, Ms. Erin.
Thank you. Dane had to go out to the dirty, disgusting outdoors today.
I did.
He did.
A few times.
I know. Because nowhere in town wanted to carry kitty litter that was unscented. And our cat has decided that unscented is the only thing she'll use. Thank you very much. And by the only thing she'll use, we mean if we don't give her unscented, she takes a piss on me while I'm sleeping. Not good.
Jack, why are you eating the chair?
Because he was having his feelings today.
Jack is having his feelings. Ooh, Joe!
Woo! Ooh, Joe! Yeah, Digit, I don't like the scented kitty litter either. It makes my eyes water and burns my nose a little bit. Like,
but you have yet to pee the bed.
Yeah, I have other ways, like just going, hey, Dan, I don't like it.
Right.
Digit was like, that's not for me. What's for me is I'm going to make it uncomfortable for my boy, but I'm going to pee on Ashley. Noted. So, how's everybody doing? Dane was able to find the unscented, which was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to punch like 2 old ladies for it.
Man, I don't even know if it's worth it at that point.
Should have been more.
Yeah. Like you only punched 2?
It was a Sunday. Everybody else was at church still.
Are you sure they were at church, or were you just being lazy?
Maybe. We'll never know. The landscape is going to be Oregon coastline. So I have a series of prints that I've been working on for the last couple of years called "It's Worth Protecting."
You could show the other 2.
I could. Let's see if I can find them.
Because why not?
Right.
Just, why not?
Why not, indeed.
I've been bugging him to do waterfalls, like the Multnomah Falls, for a long time.
I did a waterfall one.
He got that done. Thank you for interrupting. Getting all defensive before I could finish.
Nah.
Rude. Oh my gosh. Jack agrees with you. Like, as soon as Dane made that noise, Jack is making the same sort of noise.
Is our room backwards? I don't know. I can't tell anymore. Everything's backwards. Nothing's backwards.
Is what backwards?
Room?
I don't know what's happening.
I don't either.
Okay.
It might be backwards. It's hard to tell. And then this one. So yeah, I've got these 2, and so I'm doing another one. Because why not?
Because it's a nice series.
Yeah.
And at some point we were like, hey, we should do propaganda for shit we care about. Like, for real shit we care about. Not just for, like, video games we care about. It's weird and crazy. Hi.
I mean, the window's over there. I guess it kind of is on the
I mean, it's a mirror image.
it's a mirror image.
Is it weird?
Does my shirt
You've got
read
the
correctly?
chat on the wrong. No, you've got it. It's over here and over there. Like what?
This is the
Yeah, your shirt
This is what
reads-
the screen looks like.
But look, your shirt reads just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's right.
No, it's fine.
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay, coast. I miss the coast.
I do too. That will be fun, Miss Erin. I am jealous.
Oop.
Will the Oregon coast have One-Eyed Willie's ship?
No.
Not that part of the coast.
I mean, kind of that part of the coast, but no.
Is this the thing Etiquette just does sometimes? Because that's kind of cool. I'm not even kidding.
Everything's backwards.
If that's a wake up, everything's backwards, just go back to bed.
Yep.
It's an excuse.
It's a pretty good one, actually.
Yep.
As excuses go.
Usually it's just back ass word. We planted potatoes yesterday.
We did.
Yeah. And even though the weather has sometimes been nice, Dana's not been able to open the windows the way he wanted because I can't breathe. Turns out. I'm waiting for a crazy person to drive by and see me with a mask in my front yard. By the way, I'm wearing a mask when I'm doing yard work because even though Dane keeps reading me the thing and it's like, allergens are moderate and the air quality is fine and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, over there just like running and sniffing and everything is upset. And my eyes are mad. And I'm like, well, I don't know, but something out there is trying to kill me.
It's probably not me as far as you're aware.
Maybe Iowa's coming to me. Yeah.
Iowa has come for you.
I don't know. I just know that it's bad. So, yeah. So I haven't been wearing a mask when I go out to do yard work. I do have a vague sense of unease. I'm just like, somebody's gonna come over. You're living in fear. No, I'm living with allergies. Leave me the Why are you in my yard?
Get out of my yard, you lunatic. No carapace tribe tonight. No.
What?
When we were talking about when we were on Fallout the other night.
Oh. Yeah, it's definitely not my backyard. And I don't know what I'm allergic to, but apparently it's none of the things that they care about.
They.
Like, later this summer, I'll be fine. I was fine all last summer, like, for the most part. Unless I burned a bunch of stuff and then stood over it and, like, sniffed. You know.
Which you are wont to do.
But, like, for now... Those that are not us. Yep.
They who are not we.
They got lost going up Multnomah Falls?
What?
How do you get lost?
It's a pretty well marked path. Like, I didn't make it out there because I'm old and weak, but it's, it's clearly marked. They have, like, signs and shit saying falls this way, parking lot this way. Like,
The thing I don't like is that when we went up, it was busy, and there were all these little asshole kids, and we couldn't throw any of them off the side. Like, people would have frowned at us, but this one little bitch kid was like, as I'm struggling and breathing and upset, was like, Mom, how come all these people are going so slow? Mom, why do they all... And I was like, why is it illegal for me to throw him off of this thing? Like, why? Why? It shouldn't be. Like, I feel like this child, I would just be doing the world a favor, stopping his problem. Like, he's just gonna get worse. Like, so that's what I remember from the falls was that little kid. We were all going approximately the same speed, so I got to hear him talk about how slow everyone was and how terrible and how he didn't understand why anyone was having trouble. For like, I don't know.
Sure, it is only illegal if you get caught.
There's a lot of people with cameras on the fall, like on that path, though. Like a lot of people, especially when you go when it's busy. Like there are so many people with cameras. Like, I don't have the money to pay one person off. I definitely don't have the money to pay all of those people off. And I think like 3 or 4 people would have helped me because they'd hurt him too. But like then you got the rest of them. And the ones that are all like, well, we hate him too, but the principle of the matter is that you shouldn't throw kids off the thing. Like those people are never fun and there's no money to pay them off.
There were quite a few little girls in princess dresses when we were there last. That's true.
No, I didn't have any problem with most of the little kids. It was just that one that, made me hate them all. I'll admit. A little bit.
Beep boop.
Just a little bit. Say it was Sasquatch.
Hey, you guys want to see a thing that I was working on earlier this week?
Which thing?
The vaccination thing.
Oh yeah, you guys, we need opinions
Opinion.
because there's 2 versions. Do you have both versions now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of. In a way.
So,
Not in a way that can be shown side by side. But.
Oh, that's too bad. All right. Well, you didn't set it up so that they'd see the print.
You what?
That. Thank you.
I want to stab you.
No. Okay. Version A.
Version the first.
Version the first. Shots everybody shot. Guess.
Shots are good.
Okay.
Not that one.
We're like, click. No.
There it is. Too many things.
Jack, get down. Get down, buddy.
Is there discourse?
Till the discourse is over. I figured just people would have opinions, but I mean, if you want discourse, I guess you can have it. Proceed with the discourse.
Here's number 2.
Okay. So click back to number 1. Jack goes, oh my gosh. Quit
Jack.
pulling the Kleenexes out of the box.
Why are you being a butt master?
Because that's what he's done today. Dean got a new toy for him since he had to travel everywhere to get the unscented litter. This is number 1 again. He already said he can't do side by side, okay? I don't know why we can't do this side by side. Everybody wants to know about the versions. So Dane got a toy for them since he had to go to the pet store to get the stupid litter because it was gone from everywhere. All right, so this is number 1, and he's going to switch it back to number 2 again. Number 2. Woo. Hello. Are you going to try it from side by side? No.
Maybe.
He's going to try. You're assuming it says your community and not comrades? Guess. Basically, the difference is the blue box or not. We can just flip back and forth again.
See if this works. Okay. Pop this out.
Dane's about to do a thing he didn't think he could do. It's gonna
Well,
be
we'll
cool.
see if it works.
Haha, he's gonna try to do a thing he didn't think he could do.
I mean, he can't do it. We don't know.
Yeah, so like Jack was like, "Oh, this toy is really cool, except I don't like it. Except set it down and let me knock it off of something, and then let me scream at you so you come over and put it up again, and then I'll knock it back off, and we'll just play that game for a while. It's like reverse fetch. That's what we were doing today." And that was only part of the trouble that he was causing today.
So yeah, my computer's not enjoying this very much.
Your computer's hating it. So just do the one and then the other.
Yeah. Except everything's frozen now.
Oh no, it froze.
Yeah, everything's great.
Sometimes we should just believe you.
Yeah.
I believed you. Other people ask, you notice I was like, no. But then you were like, no, wait. You're
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
a digit.
push that envelope. Digit's like, all right.
It is not enjoying having two different windows of Illustrator open.
Okay. Well, close one.
I'm trying.
Okay.
That is exactly what I'm trying
It
to
is
do.
roughing up your bear. Now she's circling to find the exact spot she wants. And I can't see her anymore, so I can't tell you anymore what she's doing.
Because everything's broken.
Well, yay. Uh-oh. Miss Erin says she also liked the one with the shading. You saw that for like an instant.
And I think OBS just crashed.
Uh-oh.
Nope, it just decided to shut that. It just decided to close for whatever reason.
We know.
It hid itself. What's happening with it? All right. Can I do this now? I mean, I can sort of things. Poor bear.
She's got to make sure the bear knows his place.
That's true.
Just under her butt.
Okay, something's happened. Good. All right. So this is positive.
Her butt.
Apparently, it's going to take a second and catch up to everything I've been trying to make it do.
Okay. All right, now we're not blocking the chat anymore. Okay. People were curious about the versions at first.
No, there's shit in my toolbar.
Ms. Erin wants to know if it's possible to get the V. Well, you're hiding the.
I'm fixing things. Hang on.
Okay. I was reading the chat, guys, but now you gotta wait. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. Again.
I don't know why this is doing the way it is. This is annoying. There's your chat. All right.
There's your chat. Okay. Miss Erin liked number 1's lettering. So you like the thing at the bottom. Jim liked number 1. Miss Erin, you're still covering part of my chat. There we go. Miss Erin wonders if it's possible to get the V to be above the words a little more. Dane fought with it to get the V below the words.
That's true.
She also liked the one with the shading. I mean,
The more I looked at the shading, the less I liked it.
And then Digit, and then Yay Digit. And Eddie's sister doesn't remember which falls it was, so it may not have been a Multnomah. And then Catbutt. Ah, the shading had good Wonder Woman vibes. Yeah, that's fair. Bare butt pillow. Yeah, Jim, that was kind of the field I think Dane was going for. Was he says he feels like the first one you would see throughout capital cities during the war.
Yes.
That's definitely what we were trying to. We're trying to bring back that whole like, oh, you think they're the greatest generation? Get your damn shot. I did not watch Fringe. Sorry.
I did not either.
People say it looks like it belongs in a science fiction show. Eddie says the shading is speckled. Yeah, maybe in like arcs. I don't know how to explain it though. Like ombre, but yeah, see? Discourse.
Discourse indeed.
That's my version of like talking you through things. Hi, Jack. Thanks for stepping on the thing of pins. I'm glad I put all the pin parts down below. Face down, so you're only damaging the pins and not your little feet. Because that would be terrible. Do you have a feeling, Jack? Do you have an opinion about the poster that you want to share with the class? No? Jack doesn't have a feeling about the poster that he wants to share with the class.
Victory through Catbutt. Okay, so...
Do you just want to hang out there, buddy? No, leave that be. Here, play with that. Do you want to slide this like against the wall or something over there? The other way so your things don't fall out. You're holding it upside down is what I'm saying. There you go. You just need big contrast to read words. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were fighting for that. It was... Okay. We might turn it... I can't tell where this is. Oh,
too far. I already fixed it.
Oh, you fixed it. Sorry. And then we get cold butt behind me.
Anyway, so that's those.
Wait, are we all old?
That's those, and we just learned a thing about how my computer does not enjoy me doing what I did a few minutes ago.
Not the old one, no. We're gonna need to wait till you get a new computer before you try anything crazy like that again.
Yeah. Don't get thoughts above your station. The computer will know and punish you.
Oh, did you think you were being fancy? Nay, sir.
Not on my watch.
We've been told by multiple people in very serious undertones that we should definitely not look at computers until Apple comes out with some new thing they're coming out with. So now you know what we know. As long as you're living with your sister, you can't be old. See, that sounds great at a K, except for me, it would work the other way. So I am 4 years older than my sister.
The hot new thing indeed.
What is the hot new thing?
New computer. A new Wi-Fi version is coming out.
What?
A Wi-Fi version of what?
I don't know what.
Wi-Fi version of horses?
We need a new Wi-Fi cow.
We do need a new Wi-Fi cow.
I can base it on you because you're older than me. That's neat if it works that way. Oh, just Wi-Fi the thing? Is coming. What? I'm like, I can't handle new Wi-Fi 6. Do we have a Wi-Fi 5? What's happening?
This is all new to me.
Wait, Wi-Fi has numbers too? Is that like my cell phone thing? Because I know the cell phones had numbers that mattered for a long time, and I know there's crazy people that are like, 5G will eat your soul. Which seems crazy to me because I don't know about y'all, but I used to sit and stare at the microwave from like this far away and watch like the popcorn pop or something. And if something was gonna rot my brain, it would have been that. But
I feel like you're all messing with us. Now there's like cat butt chips.
it'd work. I mean, if you guys want something easy, I guess you can mess with us. But like, it doesn't say much about your abilities. Because I'm just like, sure, sounds legit. New computer shit, great.
Give me the cat butt chips.
I mean, is that different than the dog butt chips? I don't know. God, butt chips sound terrible. Let's not do that.
Sounds vaguely like all dress chips. So now I'm imagining going to the Canadian grocery store and finding.
That was the typo. What?
I'm gonna fix something real quick. Be right back.
Oh, Dan's gonna make sure that Digit's not headless. Or he's gonna try.
Can you see? Can you see the digit face?
Nothing moved.
Nothing.
Nope, not at all. It is a static image. Put your hand in front of it. Yeah, no, it's frozen.
Excellent.
We're gonna get Digit butt, and if you hadn't like said anything or gone over, like no one would have known that she wasn't just being entirely still.
It's true.
Right, but now you ruined it, Dane.
Ruin the illusion. Okay, okay, it's moving again.
Yep, now she's moving.
I don't know why what it was doing or why it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do, but
I was just like, I feel like I'm in one of those like super spy movies where they just set the camera
just the loop.
so you don't notice.
Mission Impossible.
She's like, did that do anything? And I'm like, I don't think anything changed. Just sort of how I feel about everything now.
So Wi-Fi 6 is 802.11x instead of AC. I feel like you're messing up. Like you're just messing with me, Jim. I don't think that's real.
I mean, I'll go with it. I was at a show once where a dude started talking to me about a computer, and then he thought he was going to be clever and like make me feel silly by saying a bunch of stuff that I just agreed with. And then he was like, "Oh, you know, none of that was real, right?" And I was like, "Cool. Like, do not give a shit."
Oh, buddy. Why did you pick the wrong one?
Right? Like, sometimes if I think about it, I vaguely remember what phone I have. Higher speed Wi-Fi. I don't know how that's going to help me given that the internet cow keeps running away here. Will that make him run faster? Away from us?
Oh, that's fun. Whenever you shake the thing, our camera goes.
Earthquake! Yes, exactly. Please gaze upon my field of bucks and see that it is barren. I was just like, I mean, if you wanted to spend 10 minutes telling me about whatever, that's fine. And you did, but like.
Hoojo! Oh, yeah, the layers. Oh, the layers. There was a thing a couple weeks ago on Twitter
Oh.
where people were like, "Look at all my layers." I was like, "Ha, ha, ha, ha."
Oh yeah, Dane was like, I'm talking to my dad, and Dane came over and he was like, so smug. And then he said it loud enough that my dad got nosy about what was happening. And so I tried to explain it to my dad, and that went exactly as any of you would predict.
Cujo.
But we had a nice conversation.
Yeah, you can't hijack. Hi, buddy.
Well, I knew he had lots of layers, and I know that sometimes,
Did you get your
like,
foot stuck in my chair?
yes. I know that sometimes he connects layers together, so when he clicks a thing, like a whole bunch of different stuff will connect. Because I've seen it work that way on complicated files.
Yes.
But don't chew on the metal pin. It's like you don't want teeth.
The teeth are overrated.
Honey, you're not even a year old yet. If you break your tooth, then you're just broken tooth guy for like ever.
You're just forever broken tooth guy.
Like, I don't know that they give you fun. No.
Ugh.
We're saving the front. I mean, Digit seems fine. And she's just like, "Ugh." So one problem with the whole like we print our own prints here is that we have discovered that if we let the prints sit for a day, then they scuff less, and they just have fewer problems. So we do that if we can. We age them. I don't
What
know.
are we doing?
Age our prints.
We're curing them.
Curing them. That is a fancier sounding way to say it.
We're aging them. They have to be dry aged for 13 days.
I mean, on a bad week, yes. So,
They don't taste right if they're not aged.
but that was easier before the cats.
No.
Oh, no.
Yes,
Jack's standing outside my office crying.
he is.
He didn't want in there before, but now that Dana's closed the door and he can't get in, it's a bad deal.
Everything's terrible.
Jack, baby, we're in here. No one's in the office.
No barrel age propaganda, exactly.
Clean my glasses. Hi, baby. See, yeah, we're still here. Nobody went in the office except for Dane for a minute, but he came back out. So you're not missing anything but aging prints. Sorry, curing prints.
I like how you can say that like I'm a weirdo. We're actually doing that exact thing. We're curing the ink so it doesn't smudge.
I just like the idea that we're fancy. It's just funny to me. Oak
Ooh.
barrel aged propaganda. Dry aged art. That's how you know it's that high quality shit. So we let it sit around for a while. You might check. Can we see Digit's face anymore? Oh yeah. Okay.
As much as we ever could.
I love that she had to move the bear so that she could own him in exactly the way she wanted to. Just like, listen here, bear.
Is there a new side business?
Oh, what?
I don't know. I just.
I
see what the
mean,
chat
maybe.
says. Nobody tells me anything.
Were you gonna show off our other thing that we're working on?
What other thing are we working on?
Rex.
Oh, I could do that.
You guys want to see another thing we're working on?
Another thing we're working on. Hopefully the computer won't freak out. It's been a few days since I've opened it, apparently. So. How aging my print? We should do that. We should get a barrel and just stick the prints in it.
Like a
Take a
video.
picture of it.
Monkey Minion Press, home of the barrel aged prints.
Aged in New Oak.
Shifty sweater. That sounds fun. Jack, really?
There we go.
Okay. Now, oh, you didn't put the effect in. So explain it.
Yeah.
Can they see them?
I don't know. You gotta test them.
Can you see them? Can you see our newest pin? Stop that. Can you see our newest pin design? What? It's all gone. It's all gone, Dave. No, sit down. Yes, the third one is they Rex. Hi, buddy. How's it going? How are you doing today, huh? Yeah, I know. You don't want to be picked up because I'm trying to keep you from stuff. But, you know. Oh, you decided this is okay now?
There we go. There's a rough idea of what it should look like.
Look at the thing, Jack. Oh, do you need to be on? I was like, describe what it's going to be. And you'd use no words.
I was trying to do this thing.
All right, just letting you know. Not. We were thinking pins.
Yeah, rainbow enamel pins. Everybody's like sticker.
Everybody's obsessed with sticker. Okay, so explain the pins.
They're
Like-
pins.
The metal
It's rainbow anodized metal
with
soft white enamel.
Okay.
Don't know, dude. All the pins. Stickers too, please. That's a all price.
Yeah, well, that was our thought. Anodized could be almost as good as holographic.
Yeah.
That was our thought. I mean, we could probably do both.
I mean, we could.
We don't have any stretch goals really for these because it's all or nothing on this.
Yeah,
There's not
basically
like we start with he and then add she and then no.
No, that doesn't seem right.
Nope.
So,
Hi, Jack.
Jack, you are being a problem child tonight.
How are you? How are you feeling? You want to tell me about your feels?
Currently, his feels are that he wants to be behind my computer, and I do not want him.
Well, at least you're not breathing in tail.
True. Yeah, we could probably figure out, like, I think the place we used to get stickers from does holographic stickers. So we could probably add those as a extra reward or something.
Yeah. I'm just like nervous. People are like, "Oh, small crimes." I'm like, we usually put our name on the sticker. I guess I didn't stick it there.
True.
Just please never, ever, ever stick our stickers in a convention center.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
Speaking of small crimes.
Because what they do, a lot of convention centers now, it's written in the contract that if you sell stickers and they find your sticker somewhere in the property that they have to remove, you get charged a fine. We're gonna need a small run with an MMP. I mean, maybe that could happen if you want. If we want to talk business offline,
Right.
Yeah, the notebooks could be great. No, like, so we're super excited. That's our next. We were looking at something else, and then Dean just did that, and we're like, well, I guess that's what we're doing now.
That was what our problem.
How is it? That's just what they do.
Oh yeah.
So like San Diego Comic-Con, it's you're allowed to give away and or sell stickers. You're not supposed to give away stickers, like, unless you have to go through paperwork and whatever. Basically, you have to pay them a chunk of money. Because they had problems in the past. Yeah, Oscar Wolf, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's, people get them, and then they stick them to, like, bathroom doors and shit.
Yeah.
So, what they instituted instead was, you're not supposed to give them away, and if you choose to sell them, then you have to sign a thing saying you understand that if they find it, you get a $200 fine per sticker they find.
Yep.
So
it's our problem because the convention center makes it our problem. That's how it's our problem.
Jack, please don't pull the CDs off the shelf. Or pull that one off the shelf.
What the fuck are you playing with now?
He's
got a little block of wood, whatever.
Is that what that is?
It looks like it.
Why do you have a block of wood? No, that doesn't remove the liability. They would say that you could choose just not to sell them. Which is one of the reasons, even though it's really not eco-friendly, that we sell our stickers. When you buy them from us, they have a little plastic bag. That's part of the reason. And that's the other reason that they're kind of expensive. Part of it is stickers cost more than you'd think. Certainly more than I would think to get quality ones. Right, we're not currently in a convention center, but when we're hearing small crimes, we're like, just don't put them anywhere that's a convention center that I might go.
Or nowhere that we could be considered liable.
Right. Like your boss's car, I mean, yeah. But right. Yeah, so that's the thing they do. But I feel like if you pay $4 or $5 for a sticker and it's in a plastic bag, you're going to be less likely to just decide that you should just just
slap it on shit.
Right. Because, right. But that's why, like, at Comic-Con, people give away free stickers and we never have. Because free things are much more likely to get put somewhere and I'm not paying that fee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, to answer the question about if we had a sign up that says don't do it, would we be absolved of liability? That's in the agreement people put on there, like when you get your badge. So technically, no, because we all agree not to slap stickers on things when we sign up for a badge for Comic-Con, and people still do it. I'm gonna get into it. Would you like me to get you some coffee on the line?
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, we need to make them. So we're going to try to get them made Right now we've got our pen person getting quotes for us because we don't know what what that fancy metal stuff costs or any of that. Sell them for $200 then. Yeah, right. Like that's the. um. There's Sticker Block and PDX. If you send Dana a link, like we'll ask them for quotes. Our most recent place to get stickers was a place I think in Sweden, something like that. A lot of people get them from Sticker Mule. We've gotten them from Sticker Mule in the past, but they're a little spendy. Their quality is great, but the owner of the company is the worst. And so now we only get them from there when they run deals and they're really cheap because I'm like, oh, you're losing money. I'll go ahead. There was a place in Seattle that was really nice, but they were really hard to work with and they were pretty expensive. But they were nice and their quality was good. So anyway, if you hear about sticker people, like we're always interested. All right, I think definitely we have heard that they need to be pens and stickers.
That there need to be stickers of these things. Got it.
All right, so we will do pens and stickers. Okay, question: should we do like large? Because most of our stickers are between like 2 and 4 inches. Like if they're circular, they're usually like 3-inch square. Like it's not square, 3-inch circles. Mm-hmm. But most of our vinyl stickers are between 2 and 4 inches. Should we do them that large, or should we do like sticker sheets? What is 1-inch round? See, I want to start doing more sticker sheets, and I'm slowly talking Dane around. Because when we first talked about it, he was like, no. But then he started doing the Borbs, and I'm like, but the Borbs would make a really great sticker sheet. And he was like, I mean, maybe. So I'm slowly like poking him to be like, I want sticker sheets. A Portland pen and sticker manufacturer. See, that stuff like, because we have our own pen machines, our own button machines. So I never really checked. I mean, and there's a lot of places that do. There used to be a place that did stickers out of Eugene, but they started doing a bunch of other stuff, and they've gotten really like the reviews on them have really gone downhill. Like they don't respond to people anymore, and I think it was Eugene. I don't remember. It was like a semi-local place, but they started doing like lots of other products, and now there's constantly people on the forums going, does anyone know how to get a hold of these people? I've had my order in for 2 months. Stickers and magnets you got used for. Yeah, like...
Eugene sounds like its own punishment.
I feel like, based on my time in Eugene, I had fun, but I was visiting. So... I think you might be right, Oscar. I hear that they are very crunchy.
Crunchy people.
Did I miss? Is that not a good one? I feel like it's broken.
It's broken.
Okay. New. Okay. Glad I noticed it.
Me too.
There's too many details. Like, I feel like I have to look through these like 5 times to catch all the things.
These things are simple, so like
Yeah, some of the pictures people put up with their pens where they've got like 10 colors and they've got like little feather marks and then tiny little this and that. And I'm just like, how do you see any of it? Like, how do you do that? It's like Merritt, BC. Don't ever stop. Have we been through Merritt? It must like I don't know. There's a
I have
couple.
access to my maps.
There's a couple of places in BC that we've only ever been through in like the dark.
The Dak.
Because that's just how it ended up with us driving through
The Wicked Dak.
the Wicked Dark. Like there was the one place that we just straight up slept in in the gas station's thing because we needed gas. And the credit card didn't work, so we needed to give them cash. Ugh.
No, Jack came over and woke up Digit because he was being a butthole.
But you know, he's being a butthole to her, not us. So I'm gonna see it as a win. Go Jack. Go Jack.
Beat his ass, Digit.
It's your birthday.
Whip him.
I mean, it's probably not your birthday, but I don't know.
We don't know when your birthday is. It could be your birthday.
I don't think it is, but you know, like they get stranded or haunted or murdered, dealer's choice. See, I don't feel like Eugene, like from what I hear, it's not that. It's just, you know, unless you're haunted by like a hippie. It's just, I hear it's very crunchy.
Haunted by a hippie.
I mean,
Whoa, man.
ah.
Far out. No, Digit is helpless.
Again. But she's like owning the bear.
I feel like that's the case everywhere in Oregon, okay? It's fine until the hipsters found it.
Hipsters fuck up everything. So sticker people, did you come to a consensus on size that you would like for the designs you saw earlier? I'm totally just you guys are our
Product research division.
we can't go to shows and talk to people, so we'll just harass y'all.
Yeah.
Digit's just making sure you can see slightly less and slightly less of her.
Apparently size matters.
But she's working on spooling. Oh, she's gotta like she's super awake. She's gotta sit over. There she goes. Jack was doing something she had to keep an eye on. Now she's calmed down. She's like, yeah.
Yeah, we can get the rounded corners on the squares.
Sticker sheets are awesome. Size. Yeah, we went to a fun bar arcade in Lincoln, maybe when we were hanging out, when we were spending a thing out there, and it was cute and all, but like you said, their drinks were like real expensive. Like those people were charging like $7 for a bottle of beer that our local beer store, like local beer, that our local beer store would have charged $1.25 to $2.10 for. I'm like maybe $5. Sticker sheets with a variety of sizes. You want a sticker with all three genders in a row, but you could you could also make your own. Well, and that was my other question because I like one of the things you try to avoid on a small Kickstarter is having like 10 million different option levels. So it's trying to tread that balance between like, do I give people all the options they want either in the original thing or in the report later? And can I make neither one of them so confusing that people can't find what they want and they get confused and they blame me or they don't buy? Because over time, and this may not be true with everyone, but over time for our stuff, what we've learned is that we need at least 3 options for people to buy the thing they would have bought to begin with.
Yeah.
And we need, but too many options, like too many variations on the same theme, and people just get like confused and they walk away. Like people will tell you like, oh, I would have bought this if it was blue instead of red or whatever. But if you then opt for a blue option, like even if 20 people said it, you'll never sell 20 of them. Oh. I do like the idea of having like a larger single sticker and sticker sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And then people could mix and match.
Middle school special pin plus sticker sheet. That's kind of a fun thing. It's a fun name.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Badness Jack. Now it's time for you to go into the blanket.
Hopefully without falling off. He's so damn cute. Many little cats. Your Coke is in the way.
Close your head.
Uh-huh.
Jack is molcatting in the blanket that actually is stuck up on the table. Booted you 3 times. Wow. Read some kneecaps. I mean, kneecaps are always better breaded when you need them.
Okay, guess he's fine the way he is now.
All right. Night, Aaron. Thanks for dropping in.
See you next time.
Brick. I don't know, I like the idea of breading kneecap.
Digit has politely moved back to the center of the thing.
It's nice of her.
So you can get every angle of her cleaning herself. Because she is the cleanest girl. Right. Okay. So, potentially 2 types of stickers.
Night, Oscar Wolf.
Night, Oscar Wolf. I do like the idea of holographic stickers. Like, that makes me more excited about stickers than I was. Like, sparkly dinosaurs is pretty great.
True. Spinny, spinny, spin. Waking up in the morning thing. I don't believe in it.
I mean, we did today.
I've woken up in the morning twice this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Luckily, we don't have to wake up.
Yeah, those jerks.
Don't they understand you could work just as effectively when you want to?
I mean, one of the times I got up early this week was to get my shelves. So I could have, room for books. So that was worth it. And the other one was today, and I don't remember why.
Because I woke up early, and so then the cats were like, oh no.
Oh, right. And then you had to start yelling at the cats.
Well, and you had to get up early anyway because we were out of food.
That's true.
And they were going to die. Ooh. I just noticed that. Bad.
Yeah. Cat head flip again. Like a pancake.
But a whole lot less flat.
True. Like one of those Japanese pancakes. It's like super thick and fluffy.
She's having another soft day.
Cheers. She's having lots of soft days recently.
Because one of our cats has a cleaning regimen.
No. She was done on that side, exactly. I was looking at the Chewy stuff the other day, and like they charge the same price for food as like Walmart and Target. So I opted not to go with the Chewy.
I mean, it seems like it would be better if you order all your stuff like months in advance, but we're not that organized.
True.
We're the kind of people that wake up in the morning and go, oh, there's no cat food. Well, the day before we're like, oh, this is the last can of cat food. And then we make Dane get up early and go get it.
Yeah, the boonies make sense.
You know.
Also, I didn't read that as boonies at first, and I was like,
Give you 3 guesses to what he read. And the first 2 don't count. Yeah, they're dropping all their mask requirements at a lot of places, and I'm just like, now is not the time, guys.
Oh wow, that spikes are really high when you do that. When you did that thing last time, it was like boom, like swing all the way up to the red. Yeah, like that one.
I'm just like,
So, but all of you who are listening to headphones are enjoying that.
well, it was the last one. Because all of the other ones are broken. If I let myself think about it too much, then I start to worry. I'm like, oh no, that one's really crooked. Damn it. Then I start to wonder, like, how many bad ones did I let go through?
7.
Oh god.
What's 4?
I don't. What?
4?
You're 4.
I'm 4.5. Thank you very much. Also, bipedal plague rat sounds like a band name.
Yeah, I think that we've got friends that are teachers that are going back next week, and they're not going to make them have any distance. It's just going to be regular classrooms again.
Yeah.
So it'll be great. I'm sure there will be no repercussions of that.
Oh, 4 times you've been kicked out of Twitch. So for what it's worth, we're also streaming on YouTube if that's easier.
Supposedly. Actually, that'd be great if somebody wants to go check.
The only trick is that we won't see like the chat for YouTube shows up over here as well, and not over here. This is just Twitch.
Yeah, but you can talk to it.
Yeah, but I don't always see it until I guess I can make my window bigger.
Yeah.
YouTube is annoying. Someone else go check.
I'm busy.
See if it works. No, no, it won't. I will copy and paste it in the thing. Hang on.
We took 4 more out of the distribution, sir.
Okay.
No.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Coolio.
Trying to cover up my yawn.
With a clear bag.
Great.
Foolproof plan.
It's great. I'm the best at what I do. If what I do is confuse myself.
And others.
And, well, no one wants to be left out.
You sure?
No. Artists at work, please do not tap on glass.
I wonder if you ever noticed that.
You've had it covered most of the night. How have you
Shenanigans.
noticed it? Like, I haven't seen the video of us, like, ever. Your little girl's doing her little cute paw thing. Oh my god, there's a paw twitch. What are you dreaming about, Digit?
YouTube is 5 minutes faster. Can you see us in the future? What are we doing in 5 seconds from now?
Tell me! Oh, Lord.
Boiled.
What's happening in 5 seconds?
We were asking about what happens in 5 seconds.
What?
I don't know what's happening.
Yay.
Beep boop. So another news rioting.
Is Portland on fire again? Because the last time, like, a bunch of people were telling me Portland was on fire. It wasn't. Spoiler alert. If I haven't watched the Hobby Hair video, what? I haven't watched any videos. I'm very confused.
They cleaned all the windows at the riot. Is they being like the rioters, or I assume? Yeah, a lot of people are like that.
I know, and it irritates the shit out of me. Of course, there's been a lot of ideas about Portland even before this last summer. Like,
You got booted again? Man.
what did you do to the Twitch gods? Time to go sacrifice like a grandkid or something and get them back in with the... Get back in with them. They got kettled at the Pearl last week. They went to the same neighborhood and washed windows. I mean... Like, it's really interesting because we would travel places and people would be like, oh, where are you from? And we'd be like, Portland. And people would be like, oh my god, I couldn't live there. And I'm like, why? Like, it's a perfectly nice place to live unless you tell me, like, oh, I couldn't afford it. And then I'm like, yeah,
Like,
well,
they're gentrifying protesting?
you guess they prefer when they get arrested? What? Don't tempt me. Hooch-y'all.
Hoocho!
38,000
raised. 38,000 raised.
and,
Close, 12,000 more.
but yeah, people be like, oh, well, like, and then they would tell me these stories that sure sounded really terrifying, but like didn't have anything to do with Portland. Be like, oh no, there's like monster, like just like hordes of like homeless people that just attack people and whatever. And I was like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
no, none of that's true.
The most aggressive homeless people I've ever seen.
I was like, well, that's not fucking true. Because let me tell you, I've been some places. But also, like, no.
Turns out aggressive means that they walked up to them and asked for money once,
Or we're there.
or were there within eyesight.
Like, or they'd be like, it's filthy and this and that. And they didn't, and you'd finally be like, have you been to Portland? And like, well, no, but I've heard about it. And I'm like, maybe you shouldn't badmouth a place you haven't been. Oh my god, they were breathing exactly like.
They were breathing the same air as me.
Like, that's happening in Portland too.
It's happening everywhere.
I know it's happening everywhere, but like a lot.
Any is too much.
Obviously. Well, it's fun because people be like, oh, well, but, you know, if you don't live in, I'm like, no, we live in Portland. Like, because when we lived in Portland, we lived in Portland. And they'd be like, well, you know, it's happening, like, in the inner city. And I was like, all right there, bud. Like, you've been watching some 80s movies and exchanging New York for Portland in your head, and they're not the same. Just saying. No, that's cool. Like, I don't feel like there has been enough. I don't feel like the news is covering it as much as they should be. Like, and it's really weird to say that because usually I feel like the media goes out of their way to cover violence to an extreme, but it's almost like if the violence isn't happening against white people, then we don't want to talk about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just suspicious, but
Is it even real violence if a white person wasn't hurt?
or inconvenienced? Jeez. Like, I'm just like, there's something. I mean, there's something awful and horrifying to me. Like, the fucking Proud Boys for years now in Portland would come down, they would drive into Portland from wherever they were from, and then look for people they thought looked like the people they hated, and then beat them up. Like, gang up on them and beat them up, right? Like, we've known that for years. There's something more horrifying about it to me when it's, like, old people. I don't know why. Like, it shouldn't be more horrifying to me, but...
And the old people are the ones beating people up?
No, and it's when they're looking... Like, because a lot of the people that they're beating up are, like, old people. Like, Asian old people.
Right.
Like, grandmas and stuff. Like, it's all terrifying, like, horrible and horrifying to me, but for some reason it's just worse when it's old people. Like, that's somebody's grandma, and you just punched her in the face. Like, who the fuck punches somebody's grandma in the face?
Coward. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, sometimes I worry about that Lightbringer kitty, that's all that anybody counts in the media, and I'm like, The apartment above the sweet potato factory and across from the Providence. I mean...
Sweet potato factory?
I don't know. I just love when people talk about Portland in a way, and you're like, you've never been there, have you? Like, you haven't even really watched videos of real Portland. Like, you haven't even watched actual Portland videos online. Like, you have zero understanding. Did you even watch Portlandia? No? Like, you don't have any concept of Portland. Shut up and sit down. Like, Don't bitch about a place you've been.
Maybe myself some coffee. Be right back. You know?
I mean, you can switch it out so you can turn off the thing and not burn it. Yeah, etiquette, that's an ongoing problem, I think. Like, I don't know how many times I've shut down conversations with my stepmom because she believes everything she sees on the most like negative news channels. And she'll talk about like, oh, like she talks about Portland like it's having the worst of the very first riots like every night for months, and I'm like, that's not at all true. And she's like, well, you haven't been back, so you don't understand how bad it is. And I'm like, I have friends that literally live down there. Like they're going home past protesters at night. Like I can call them on the phone or text them and they can tell me about it. Like it's not that. But she's also convinced that like Europe, just in general, like Europe is super dangerous and unsafe. And I'm like, I mean, it is right now because COVID, but like no, it's all the terrorism. And I'm like, yeah, actually, more people died of the terrorism in Europe in the 70s before I was born. That's actual numbers, like statistics and shit. But she gets mad at me when I bring up actual numbers. Okay, well, I love that idea. Have a gay day protest. That's great. Well, the Taken movies are documentary. Like, I don't understand it. She's convinced like Europe has become the third world. And like literally that. And I don't even know like I have zero like I don't know where she's getting her understanding of the like any of it. I have no idea. But my dad wants to go to Europe when this thing is over. And she just keeps telling him they can't because it's too dangerous and people die over there. And I'm like, yeah, but people die like here in cars all the time. Like a lot, actually. And she's like, there's just everyone's just dying of terrorism attacks. And I'm like, that's not even what? So I don't know. I don't understand. Like some of it, I know that the news media has really enjoyed portraying Portland in a really bad light. And so that's where she's getting some of that. But like, I have no idea. She's been talking about Europe like it's the worst and super, super dangerous for like 10 years now. And I have no idea where she's getting any of that. And again, the thing I wonder about with Portland is if things are going to change in terms of people voting now that they've got Ted Wheeler again. Because the thing I heard everybody say is we can't have Ted Wheeler again. And then a bunch of these people like didn't vote, or they voted for like write-in candidates, which was never going to work, or what have you. And so like I just wonder if they're going to figure that shit out. Like that was one of the things that amazed me living in Portland was like there were so many great people that had great like feelings and ideas about things, and then you would talk to them and be like, oh well, I'm not going to vote. Well,
My vote doesn't matter.
And again, I know so many people that did write-in candidates. So many people.
We know one of the write-in candidates.
I do. And like they wouldn't need to recall his ass if they had, you know, showed up to vote and not voted like idiots the first time.
Wouldn't it be funny if that one dude won? I mean, that's hilarious.
Like,
Wow.
but just in general, like it shocked me for a long time because there'd be people our age and they'd be like, "Oh, I don't vote. Like that's not worth it my time." And I was like, "Why are you talking to me about what you're mad about?" Like, no offense, but you're what you think doesn't matter because you're never going to do anything about it.
Jello Biafra.
I don't understand.
Me either.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, like people were like trying their damnedest. I know a lot of people that went door to door, even and called people, and you know, like put in the work, but it. And I do feel like this year, like I feel like a bunch of people that I knew hadn't voted in the past were like, "Oh, okay, I see what could happen. Like maybe it does matter." I'm like, but there were still a number of people that were like, I mean, and some of them, and if I have to stay home stuck in my house for much longer, I'll be calling their on Facebook. These people are like, Biden's the worst. Why did Biden win? Blah, blah, blah. I hate Biden. Blah, blah. He's terrible. He's betraying every. And I know they didn't frickin' vote. And I'm like, you shut up. Like, at least the Trump people gave a shit and shit. Like, the people that voted for Trump showed up. Like, they can bitch about it. They showed up. You didn't show up, so you can sit down. Like, I've been stuck in the house too long. I don't know how our first couple of shows are going. Guys, I might need sedatives.
Bring all the wheat brownies in the land.
I don't know about that. Maybe just lots of rum. That was a good thing. Oh, apparently he's the lead singer from the Dead Kennedys.
Huh.
I was gonna say Jello Kennedys.
Jello Kennedys.
You know what? Biden wasn't my first choice, but he was my last one.
He was the one that mattered.
I don't think he's the worst option. But either way, again, like And I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir, but like, it's the people that are like, oh, this is terrible and this is why I don't vote. I'm like,
I should look up what those are, Etika, because I don't know what those are.
I mean, to a certain extent, Etiquette Biden's already surpassed my bare minimum. Like, my standards have gotten lowered. I mean, do nothing but Oregon natural landmarks. I mean, there's some other great landmarks out there. Like in other places.
There are no other places in Oregon.
Only Oregon. All the time.
Beep boop.
Are you just gonna say beep boop every time the thing comes up?
Mm-hmm. I like it.
You know, I feel like I'm trying to remember. There was a grade card I got once when I was a kid, and it was like there was just a checklist of, and the thing was, does this child meet or exceed expectations on, and then a list of things. And if he's checking off most of them, I feel like compared to where we were and where we could be. I mean, that's a point, Etiquette. So real. I mean, I was so confused for a while. Like every time I opened the internet, it was like for like a week. There was a story about Biden's dog maybe biting someone. And I was like, what the hell? Is that all we have to talk about? Like there's a pandemic going on. And then I was like, oh wait. That's like all they have to talk about. That's kind of nice. Like, I'm sorry for Major. It's embarrassing, but like that's kind of nice. Poor puppy. It's a lot of stress, I would think. Suddenly, like I'd want to bite people too if they made me live in that place.
I want to bite people now.
I'm super not thrilled about that, Etiquette, and I really thought we were gonna, stop doing it.
The judge has filed an injunction against stopping doing it. So they're fighting that in court, last I checked.
But, I mean, they did find some more parents of the kids that we just lost complete track of. They found a few of them and managed to get them back with their parents. So, that's nice. Yeah, I'm not super excited about bombings. However, I do think it's hilarious when right-wing people are like, oh my gosh, look how mad like China and Russia and North Korea are with us now. And I'm like, is that bad? I don't think that's bad. And okay, there's a lot of stuff about the last 4 years that haunts me. Like, I think we will be seeing the repercussions in ways that maybe we don't even know to look for of the last 4 years. certainly past our generation. Absolutely, Etta K. Like, I mean, I spent a spring and summer watching videos of people just get the crap kicked out of them by police officers. And the officers get away with it. Just behavior that's not. And just over and over and over and over and over. Like, there's a guy I follow on Twitter that's a lawyer, and he was keeping track, and he went over 1,000 different individual cases that he had multiple camera angles and footage of. Not just like hearsay or whatever, but actually like, here's a thing on camera that you can go look at. And I didn't walk away from that the same. And I will vote with that experience in my head in the future. I will think about things with that. Like, I will pick candidates with that experience in the future. Like, I can't not have that, you know, entire, like, there was nothing else to do but sit at home and watch those videos, right? Like, there was, like, we were in the house doing what we were supposed to do for society. You didn't bring back my coffee.
Sorry.
I'm like looking around. I'm like, there's something missing. I don't know what's happening. Thank you. Yeah, exactly, Etta K. Like, and you know, like, you watch videos of little kids in Seattle with their parents, and they're just trying to walk home because they live in that neighborhood, and they're just trying to go home. And the cops, like, the kids are getting tear gassed, like. And then you see the response, and the police are like, well, they shouldn't have been in that area when they knew that all that was going on. Where are they supposed to be? That's where they live. Like, yeah. But, like, you know, I'm 40 years old, and I don't know how long I'll live, but I will have a different sense of the questions to ask and the things that are important in terms of policing in my community for the rest of my life. And so from now on, I'm going to have a different understanding of things than I did before 2020. That I will be asking people that want to run for city council or mayor, or, you know, like, that's going to be there forever. And it's not just me, it's a lot of people. And, you know, I've heard people our age and older talk about, like, oh, well, those kids will get over it and blah, blah, blah. Well, will they? You know, like, is that a thing you get over? Or is that a thing that if you're out in the streets doing a peaceful protest and you see somebody get bloodied, or you learn how to differentiate tear gas by the smell, like, is that a thing that you take with you and then you quote unquote grow up and go to college and then you run for office. Like, and again, I don't know exactly how that's going to impact everyone, but I think that we are going to see the ramifications that echo for generations on that. And I think it's too early for anyone to tell how it's going to work. Yeah, exactly. Or the taste. Like, and I think it's a shame because I actually, like, my stepbrother was a sheriff's deputy when he was alive. And I've known a lot of police officers that I thought were good, hardworking, caring individuals. And I don't know if I'll ever watch a news story and see like a police chief report on something and not be like, are we sure? Did anyone check that? Ever again, right? Like, I don't know that I will ever not doubt the entire institution. And that's a shame because I think that there are a lot of good people trying to do good work. And what we've done by allowing the bad apples to stay is that it's not only spoiled people that were in the barrel, but it spoiled our opinion of the barrel.
Relocated to Florida. Oh, I can't tell if that's satire or not.
Oh no. So does that mean that the police chief has accepted the inevitable? Or does that mean that they're moving to Florida too? Like, both of those are not terrible outcomes, really. Or just even like etiquette. I think the other thing that people don't talk about is the fact that, again, right or wrong, I was raised with an understanding of what police officers were, right? Like, as a little bitty kid, it was one of those things like, if you're ever, you feel unsafe or you're lost or whatever, like, look for a police officer. Like, that has forever been tarnished for me, right? And there will never be a point where I can go back to, like, the amount of immediate trust that I had before. And that's unfortunate too, right? Like, that's a thing that got broken. And has very little to do with any particular individual.
Jack always sits on Digit.
Unless she's sitting on him. She likes to come over with her pointy little paws and just be like right in the middle of his stomach, and he makes this cute little like
He does.
noise, like he's deflating. Oh. I don't know if I move, if they could see. Oh, it's really far back.
It is.
I bet her tummy's super warm now. Especially since Digit makes a lot more heat than Jack does. Like, Jack pretty consistently, he likes to mole cat and roll himself up in blankets and snuggle. Digit wants to breathe. Oh no. Lightbringer Kitty. Oh no. See, stuff like that just. I started to learn in high school that situations could be different for different people. And then in college, my serious boyfriend went to school for being a cop. And he wasn't necessarily really a person you'd want to have a badge and a gun, honestly. So.
Yay, mad spending spree.
Woo-hoo! Oh my god, I read that. I mixed it all up, and so I read fancy hair dye, chicken dye, and a cat scratcher hair or something. I was
Fancy
like, what?
chicken dye.
Oh man. Yay for new shoes. I wonder what that's like.
You bought new shoes right before. Yeah.
Right before. Yeah, like, well, somewhat before. A year and a half ago. Oh god. Oh no, Eddie. You were driving them to a bar? You were already drunk? Oh no.
That doesn't seem ideal, like okay.
Oh yeah, that seems awful. Like maybe let you drive past before they start the firefight. You know, just a thought. Let the obvious civilians get out of the way. He just let you drive home after dropping them off. Did he think you were just gonna hang out at the bar with them? Like, I have so many concerns and questions.
They're just gonna raid real quick. We could just wait in the middle of it. You guys are cool here, right? It's not. It won't be more than 5 minutes. Like just chill.
Shooting people doesn't take long. It's fine. Hold on.
we're pros at this. We got it handled. Yeah, Miss Chicago PD. Fair. I feel like that's more than fair at this point.
Hey, have you heard about Bark?
I have. Turns out we have an expert in bark living behind us and likes to talk about it a lot.
At length, yo.
Specifically Chicago PD, Jim. You're at work, aren't you? Too long and the songs are only marginally good. Well played.
Trimming a haircut 2 bits.
I think on that note,
Is it time?
it is that time.
Oh my goodness. So
25 or 64 is my jam.
oh no, we're gonna start a whole new thing that I have no opinions about. I honestly, until somebody plays some of their popular music, and I'm like, oh yeah, that thing, I can't remember anything they did.
I mean, they had like 4 or 5 different lead singers at any given point, so it's hard to keep in time. Keep up with them.
Keep in time. I'm
don't
like,
know.
what?
I'm tired. I don't know what's
Is
happening.
it back to them again? So confused. All right, guys.
More stay in the time.
We will see you on Wednesday, probably.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Thanks for watching and for hanging out.
The cats would say goodbye back, but they're not talking anyway right now because they're asleep. Finally.
Let it.
Sure.
I should have rolled him up in that blanket before. Sometimes that works.
Yeah.
And he just calms down. Let us know if you have any further feelings about the other art projects that Dane showed you. Yeah.
Yeah. That stuff.
Thanks for being our.
Sounding boards.
Yeah.
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 Night. Night, everybody.
Bye.